round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good day to the respected churches, teachers, and fellow participants. My name is Gia Huy. I come from Vietnam. Today, I'm very excited to share with you about my project called Glorious Ashes, the Retirement Gardens, a community space for the seniors in the form of a garden. So before a reason for choosing the topic, I would like to show a short videos.
You'll grow old too one day. The retirement garden.
So I decided to work on this project because of the growing issues of aging population. We often build playground for kids, but what about a space for the elderly? The retirement gardens is a space where the elderly can come together, enjoy activities, and feel at home. The retirement gardens blends the warmth of a traditional family and a nursing home. It aims to help the elderly live joyfully, live healthily, and live purposefully. The retirement gardens is a combination of the local contextual structure and the garden structure. I based the design on 4 main keys: retire, reserve, rearrangement, and repurpose. These 4 main keys that serve 12 activity zones, grouped into 3 main themes: joyful living, healthy living, and purposeful living. About the mango charcoal making village, the site, this is the portrait of the people who's been working with mango charcoal cans for their entire life. Right now, they're working hard to earn extra money. While younger people live for a big city for a better job, leaving these elderly and kids behind. With aging on the horizon, these elderly face with an uncertain future. I believe they will keep working hard and seeing that it's just a way to get by, even though it holds deep cultural value. The biggest reason for me for choosing the site is the relocation's impacts on the cooperative, the site. With the land sit along river with kilns under big roof, the local people often use boats to travel and to collect mangrove wood on the mangrove forest. So the first thing they see is the roof line. So it gave me a chance to design some colorful touches on the roof line. So this is the overlook of the retirement gardens with colorful designs on the roof and the riverside view. About the design inspirations, I use curve and spiral shapes that local people know well from the charcoal kilns to make them feel familiar and welcoming them. About the concept, with the existing sites, I split into two parts. The old garden to keep the traditional value alive and the new area for fresh idea. So I laid out functional blocks and blends it into the landscape to make the connection with the surrounding environment. The parkway link everything together. With walkways, activity zone, and a man's smile added in, I also cut openings on the roof for natural light. I used colorful transparent panels on the roof to create a vibrant look inside and out. So these values that make the retirement gardens the colorful project, a colorful space for the elderly. So with the overall site plan, I designed two entrances. This main entrance for the local people and the visitors, and this main entrance I call the experimental zone entrance. So the visitor can come to the entrance and go straight to the workshop area here. This is the current layout of the charcoal kilns. With a sealed and thick structure for charcoal production, resulting in disconnected space. So I wonder, is there a way to reconnect these spaces together? So I used the rearrangement solution. By carefully remove some bricks on the old kilns and reuse these bricks to make the new functional zones. And these empty kilns are freely designed by the local and visitors in the most natural way. So it has a flexible function. In the large site, I don't build the entire building on it, but leave a most natural green space with a main spine that connects these green space, activity zone, and the garden together. The retirement garden is split into three main gardens. The garden of joyful living with the memory zone, the garden of healthy living with fitness and culinary zone, and the garden of meaningful, purposeful living. This diagram shows the blending of the landscape into the retirement garden. I also designed a connecting axis between these gardens. It also works as an emergency route access. With this axis and the open space, the elderly and the children can move easily to green and continuous space. So this is the old gardens, the traditional value here. So, do the elderly really retire? This project isn't for the elderly to fully retire as a traditional meaning, but instead, it turns the old charcoal kilns, once their working place, into a new and meaningful space. Here, they can choose to keep making charcoal or not, but with a new meaning, a new purpose about their job, taking pride in it as it's a nation's cultural heritage. So, why is there such a unique roof design? The roof design allows the sunlight to come through, creating the shade, and letting the visitor have a feeling of working under the shade, just like the local people here have for years. Moreover, the charcoal making workshop that can make these souvenirs like this piece of charcoal in my hand, and it's the church's table. It's the souvenir made from the charcoal. So the visitors can come here and making this souvenir and create their name in it as a gift from the retirement garden. So the cross-section shows the green buffers alternate earth gardens with activity zone. So this is the overlook of the retirement gardens with colorful roofscape from the memory zone. We can see that the color shifting from cooler tone to warm and bright one. This is the renovative area with classroom, libraries, and in the end, the axis is the charcoal making workshop. It has three still burning charcoal cans. So how has the income of the local charcoal workers improved? Yes, the retirement gardens improves their income by raising the charcoal values with tourism, workshops, and culture care. Letting them work in a clean, visitor-friendly space and bringing pride in their craft, their culture, and share their value with the world. So how has their life changed after the retirement garden established here? Their life will gain more pride and purpose. Even at their age, some keep making charcoal. The retirement garden helps them see that charcoal making is the nation's cultural heritage. It's not a simple job. In the evening, the retirement garden can host many events and festivals because of the Vietnamese and the local people here very love festival and enjoy festive atmosphere. This projection shows the detail on the roof structure. I also put transparent on the roof for rain protection, while it's still creating the shade. And it also has gap between for ventilation, which is also suitable for the tropical climate. For the color inspiration, I used the gradient move from cooler tones to a warm and bright one. It reflects the activity move from static to dynamic and move from the traditional value to the renovative area. This is the overall look of the retirement gardens with colorful roof. So through this project, I want to see that we all grow old, you, me, and everyone. And one day, maybe we will search for the retirement gardens like this. This project is a young tribute to the elderly with a quiet hope that the future generations will take care more for them and for their own aging selves. So before I end my presentations, I'd like to show a short list. Thank you for listening. I'm Gia Huy from Victorious Ashes from Vietnam.
Thank you. Wait, can you switch your mic? Yeah.